You're now tuned into the second season of Atypical Voices in Our Time with co-hosts Jay Stokes, Koya, and Jay Random.
Okay, let's take 12 now. Let's take 2.
Welcome to the AVIOT podcast, y'all.
That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is the AVIOT podcast. I am your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by Koya and Jay Random. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes. I see Koya got some designs up in that head of hers. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Anybody drinking but me tonight?
What? They ain't seen me with no drink on camera. What are you talking about?
You know, all this is happen. This is like drink champs.
Yes,
Let's
drink
go.
champs. Got my glass of wine right here. Yo,
I ain't mad at y'all.
Speaking of
Tonight,
which, I just had to start with talking about this Gucci versus Jeezy battle on the verses, because we were hyping it up right as we were getting off of the podcast last week. I just want to know what y'all thoughts were on that, because that was something.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Gucci was a little petty, but I guess he has the right to be, though. Yeah, he really does have the right. His actions are justified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and luckily, it didn't go further than that. Jeezy used to get a stylist. Like, who dressed him, Jenny? Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, Jeezy was kind of like dress stylish. He didn't care about it. I'm like, a mink does not mean you fly.
No.
And
it was given consignment store because it didn't even hit the wrist. Like you could tell it's not custom.
Kind of.
It looked
exactly.
old. But he won though.
No. You know what?
Jeezy did win. He did win.
Nah, I give it to him. He won. He definitely won.
I think Gucci could have played better, like other songs, probably.
I think Gucci was just sticking to the diss tracks that he had on Jeezy.
Yeah.
I guess he never could say it to him in his face. So he only had one time to say it. So he said it. But the funny thing is, why is every time stuff goes on in Atlanta, the representatives, they have to come on before everything?
Oh, like Stacey Abrams? Abrams
which I'm not mad.
Before the battle, yeah.
Yeah, which I'm not mad, but, it just kind of remind me when...
Oh, Random done paused. Random.
Brandy, I think,
Random, you paused, man.
Remind you of when? Try one more time.
Monica and Brandy. I think it was Kalama.
Yeah.
Mess her name up. Yes. Yeah, her.
Yes, Kamala. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm saying. So that's kind of funny. Like, now they know how they always know how to pop their head up during a verse.
Well,
verses.
It's mostly opportunistic, right? Because what we were talking about in the last podcast episode, people think that rappers, or I'll even say music artists, have a big influence on the Black community or celebrities, Black celebrities in general. So I think they're like, okay, if I pop my head in this verses or I pop my head in this event that I know is going to be largely watched by Black people, then I can get their attention and probably influence them to do what I want.
That's true. Was nothing, but they got everybody's attention, I guess, because there was 1 million people looking at 2 chairs. They didn't come on to what time, So she, it was marketed well, but people gonna do what they're gonna do.
I think people were mainly trying to see the verses because they wanted to see if there was gonna be tension. A lot of Black folk be messy like that.
They gave it to us though. Yeah. They gave us everything we needed.
Damn,
broke the internet.
I tell you what, put that nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what, smoking on POOKIE tonight. I tell you what, this how we gonna do this. Send some more, I'm gonna send them the same way. In a box back to you. Are you doing free kill? Free kill. I tell you what though.
Gucci did. Jeezy, he had to stand up for himself after a while.
But you know what? I applaud what Jeezy...
I'm gonna tell you what.
Oh yeah, and then he came back with a horror song. But I'm gonna say what I did appreciate Jeezy trying to break up the tension. So for those of you out there who did not see the verses or know what's going on, basically back in the day, Jeezy had put I wouldn't say a hit, but he put
$10,000 ticket on his head. You could say it.
Yeah, but he was trying to get people to steal Gucci's chain. He wanted them to steal his chain. But we all know hood politics.
I was about to say, because if you go into somebody's house and steal their chain, you're bringing a gun. And if the person responds in a violent manner, you are going to shoot them because that's natural instinct. So it was a hit.
Yeah, so that was wrong on Jeezy's part. And one of his partners ended up getting killed trying to rob Gucci because Gucci killed him. Pookie Low. And so Gucci got arrested for it, but he ended up being found not guilty because it was self-defense. So he was justified in doing that. And basically what I don't like though is that Gucci went afterwards and was kind of bragging in his music about killing Pookie Loc. And then he brought up a diss track where he was bragging about him in the VERZUZ battle. And so Jeezy, he dissipated that whole scenario by saying, you know what?
You didn't like that?
I didn't like it just because.
You finish. No, you first. I want to hear what you have to say. Because I'm just trying to figure something out.
I just didn't like it because we're talking about like different Black individuals getting killed. Like we lost Pop Smoke. We lost, what's the guy that died in Atlanta? King Von. And then MO3. Like they all got killed and it's just black violence, Black people killing Black people. So it's like, we can't on one end be saying stop police brutality, but then on the other end be applauding when Black people are laughing at Black people killing one another and bragging on it and wanting to see more of it. So that's why I'm glad that Jeezy, even though that's his fault that whole situation happened in the first place, I'm glad that he still said, nah, let's squash this and let's move forward.
Let me say my piece.
Take off.
Let me say my piece. It's like this, bro. I extended my hand because I'm a real man. And the shit we came from in the street, dog, you seen it, we've been through it, dog. 20 years. And when I said I wanted to do this shit for the culture, that's what I wanted to do, nigga. I brought you here to show you the world care about what the fuck we got going on because we are the culture. You feel me? Me and you, where we came from, what we been through, nigga. Us, me and you. All these kids out here doing what the fuck they do because they saw what went on with us, dog. So this shit ain't about me, this shit ain't about you. You feel what I'm saying? This shit about King Von. This shit by Dope B. This shit by Nipsey Hussle. This shit by motherfucking Pop Smoke, M3. And I'm real enough to do that, nigga, because one thing about it, two things for sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now I was just going to ask you, how would you feel if somebody put a hit out on you? Like, would you ever say, oh, you know what, I forgive you, it's too much Black on Black violence out here in the street. If somebody that you used to be cool with put out a hit on you.
Well, it depends. Am I Gucci? Did I kill the guy in the process?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's done.
It's still done. Up, though. I mean,
it's done after
I don't know.
I took out the person. I took out the person that tried to get me. And
the person that really like orchestrated the getting of you is still alive, walking and well.
Well, what should have happened is Gucci should have tried to press charges against Jeezy and try to get him incarcerated for that. Because I'm assuming there was a paper trail.
Yeah, no.
I know the streets ain't doing that. Yeah, I'm not part of the streets. I definitely am not part of the streets at all, folks.
Nope.
But I think that, like me, just my background, I'm going to take legal action and I'm going to try and see if I can get it done.
Okay, say you were them.
If I was them?
You lived in the streets.
If I live in the street?
Yeah. It's up. Anytime you see the person, it don't change.
Yeah, it's on site.
Yeah. Well, you try to kill me. You told these people to come in my house and rob me with guns.
Well, then I guess it got to be a 50 Cent scenario. And those of y'all that know 50's story, y'all know what I mean.
Exactly.
It got to be a 50 Cent scenario.
I'm not in the street either, but it's about principle. Like, you're not about to put a hit out on me and then think that it's sweet afterwards because you done married a Chinese lady and you want some kumbaya.
Yeah. I mean, the world was watching. And just like y'all talking about last week with Meek Mill trying to get people in Philly on board.
They had to dog him like that.
Exactly. No, they had to dog him like that.
He deserved that. Robert was trying to help the people, but he also didn't put a hit out on nobody first and then say, okay, let's be about peace.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I wouldn't brag about killing the person. I wouldn't do that.
I think he did it to get under his skin more than anything. Obviously, he's moved past it because he showed up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, I can't hit you. I got too much money to hit you and retaliate. So I'm at least going to piss you off and get all the way under your skin.
But
he got underneath the skin.
I will say, according to Jeezy, though, he's like, it didn't go down the way people say it did, but he don't want to talk about it.
I said, I believe you and Gucci still got trauma from that whole situation.
Absolutely.
And have you ever put yourself in Gucci's shoes? Like you have to know why he feels that way.
Oh, I mean, not to, because street code and street ethics is that, you know what I'm saying? So not to get into it because it's still a lot there and it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's been times where I'm quite sure he probably felt, like, you just never know. Everybody, it was tense. I'm saying throughout these years, so like I'm quite sure he don't know how I look at it.
So I'm just like, because did you listen to the Breakfast Club interview? I had to listen to that as much as I can't stand the Breakfast Club. I did listen to that interview.
But I did listen to it, but I was at the nail salon, so maybe I missed a piece of that. I don't know. Okay. I'm always at the nail salon, I know. But anyway, no, I didn't hear the part where he said it didn't go down like that. But how did it go down? Either way, your homeboy dead, and either way, you put out a hit. So like,
and he's dead because of you.
Right.
Well, remember, this is what we know. This is all secondhand information, right? This is what we know.
Ask Gucci. Okay, so it's
you really
sides.
Think you can believe? Yeah, you really think you can believe Gucci? I mean, by that logic,
yeah, he got off. That is true. He got off.
He did get off, but by that logic,
you think like
by that logic, well, that was self-defense, but I would say by that logic, remember what he said about Angela Yee too? So that means that Angela Yee probably tried to get with him. He said that Angela Yee tried to get with him.
You know, because we had already had a history.
Hey, you smashed Angela Yee, Gucci?
Okay.
Of course not.
Wait, so of course not. Baby.
I'm saying, come on, guys.
She didn't try.
Okay.
She didn't try. She was on my dick back then.
Okay.
That is a lie.
I'm not lying.
No, we was cool. I was not on your dick. Stop
You
it.
used to be texting me what hotel you was at and shit like that.
That is a lie. Never. You must got me confused with somebody else.
You don't remember when we did that interview a long time ago with Melissa Ford and all that, and they was calling me?
Gucci got a good
That
memory.
you definitely, no.
Service shit.
Oh, she probably did. Because if you ever notice, if cute rappers come on the show, she don't look like shit that day. But if it's like an older black woman or somebody that she know, like whatever, Angela looks like she just crawled out the bed. But if it's a rapper that's kind of lit at the moment, or baby girl coming with red lips, hair sleek, edges on, you know, like. But she got a man now, so maybe she moving a little different. But
what is this a new man or is this the same man she had before?
She's so incognito. I don't even know what the hell you got going on.
I don't like the fact that I feel she doesn't really stand up for black women like that. She don't like what happened with the K. Michelle situation.
And the thing about that is, I know you want ratings, but you are a woman, and no woman wants a body, and no woman wants nothing like that on them. So they wasn't even talking about that. You brought that back up.
No,
You've
somebody
already
else brought it back
interviewed
up,
him.
and I mentioned what had happened.
It didn't get brought back up. I seen it. You brought that up, and then you was being all instigating. When he said he'll sleep with me, you was like, ew, you nasty.
No, I'm saying that how could you say that about a woman and then still say you would hit it? That means there's something wrong with you.
What I'm saying to you is, you knew. You're close with Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
You knew my album came out the next day. You didn't know what legs that boo was going to take. You get what I'm saying? But thank God people know me, and people actually was looking at those like, oh, them some cornballs.
When she was, and K. Michelle had to check her on the show. It's been such a long time ago since I watched Breakfast Club interviews, but I just know that she can come off as being a little bit problematic. I don't mean to go in on anybody, but that's my take.
Look, if you gotta go in, you gotta go in.
Yes.
Not a big thing.
Yo, speaking of going in, I definitely had to go in on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because already things are looking fishy with this administration. I cannot stand this. So tell me why they both released a tweet talking about they were asking for Americans to help fund their transition because the Trump administration or President Trump in general doesn't want to leave office. So they're asking people for donations so that they can transition into the White House. I said, the nerve. People voted for you and you asking for more? No, you have to.
That don't mean anything. That don't mean anything.
What?
Trump doing the same thing? Do you not understand that Trump is giving 75% of the money that he's getting from the Republicans? That's going towards the legal fund, which means the other half is going in his pockets.
Wow.
And he's getting a lot of money. So, I mean, hey, listen. If Trump can do it, why can't they do it? It's up to you to say it, man.
The problem
is nobody nothing.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No. They don't deserve anything. Right? My thing is,
no.
They're presenting themselves like they're the moral, like they're higher morally, right? Because even with the speech that Joe Biden gave, he was trying to make like, oh yeah, we can all come together and blah, 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 blah. So it's like, don't say that, but then you try to use the same tactics as Trump by your logic, Random. That's what I'm saying. By your logic.
Hey, listen, what same logic? I mean, what's the same tactic? The man need money. He don't want to spend
He
his
don't
money.
need money. The dude is a millionaire. Like, people are struggling over COVID. People are struggling over COVID right now. Yeah, that's good and dandy, but I'm just like, how dare you? Like, it's like I voted you in the office and you still asking me for more? I'm not giving you anything. Why don't you ask your donors? Ask the Democratic donors that gave money. How about that?
Listen. No disrespect to all the shows that come on. I mean, all the like Save the Animals. When that stuff come on, either I mute it or I change the channel. Like,
period.
Look,
because the money's not
just
going
because
to
it's on, that don't mean I'm going to donate.
Right.
Keep moving. Listen, I seen it and I was like, oh, okay. Next, what else is on IG for today? Like, yo, if I don't want no part of it, I'm not
don't
messing
pertain.
with it.
What they say, if it don't apply, let it fly. I know I ain't getting shit.
Exactly.
So,
I'm just like the nerve.
I don't understand the nerve. Yo, listen.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I don't care what they do. They ain't getting nothing.
Exactly. They're not getting anything. I'm gonna treat it like a commercial when I don't feel like being bothered. I just ignore it. Like, every time I be seeing them dogs shaking and they be cold, I be like, that ain't my dog.
Damn. Right.
Next.
Period.
Yo, that ain't my dog. Then I'm like, yo, why y'all charging so much money? Like, how I know that's going to go to the dog?
It's not. They got to get money.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I ain't my dog. When I had a dog, he was warm. She was warm. She was good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't abuse her.
R.I.P. Gigi. R.I.P.
I don't know about them other dogs over there. Like,
yeah, because King lives in a lap of luxury over here.
That's what I'm saying. So don't fault me. Don't fault me because I turned the channel. That got nothing to do with me.
Yo.
They all do that. Don't they all ask for money though?
They do all ask for money.
All ask for money?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
For doing what everybody else did. Just so I'm clear.
Because you were campaigning so hard for this election and saying, oh, we got to get Trump out of office, blah, 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 blah. And now you stoop to the same level as Trump.
Well, he had to use to get him out.
The Biden administration.
Hold a second,
don't like
Jay
the
Stokes.
Biden administration.
Thank you. Whatever you just did, don't do it again. You sound good now, Coy.
Yeah, Coy went
I'm about to tell you.
And that came back up.
Yeah, you came back up.
About what?
Say something. Yes. See, no, I can tell. Pay attention to the box. Anytime that box doesn't highlight you, Coy, that means it's not
highlighting me.
Yeah, now it is. It wasn't earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just said he doesn't like the Biden. I said it low.
No, I don't like the Biden administration. I really don't because they are suspect. And then
I don't like them either.
Another thing, too.
Nobody likes none of these people.
But
they're politicians.
But listen, Coy, it's worse than that. You see, they're considering Rahm Emanuel for a cabinet position. Do you know who Rahm Emanuel is?
No.
He dirty.
This dude tried to cover up the Laquan McDonald case. That guy, the guy that got shot, the black guy that got shot like 1,000 times by the cops in Chicago. Yeah, he tried to cover that up.
Wow.
He's also responsible for.
Who? Biden Harris going? I mean, yeah.
Biden is considering Ron Emanuel for a cabinet position after all the dirt he has done.
Well, you know what though? That's what they do, and I understand your frustration with that because they really do try to like pimp black people in this time to get them votes in, and then once they get the votes in, they go back to doing the same shit that they were doing before. But I'm so used to it. It's like, what am I even upset about?
And that's why I was saying before,
I'm so used
when
to
people were protesting, voting for Biden, I was on with them because I'm saying, look at what he's doing. He's slapping people in the face now. First, you asking for money. You considering problematic people from your cabinet.
Jay Stokes. Let's be honest though.
What's that?
Let's be honest. Which is the greater evil? We got a president that still has 48, 47 more days, and this mother effer is on autopilot. He don't give a shit. Only thing he care about is the fact that he feels like he lost the race. This man really don't give a F. He got 47 days left, and he's playing golf. He doesn't care. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying, cuz, but at the end of the day, it's like at least something might get done with Biden. Wasn't nothing getting done with Trump. And we and Trump No. And what I was gonna say was Trump showing his true colors. He's a typical white privileged person that when they don't get their way, they take their ball and go home. Like, dude, you still got a job to do. But he's not. Instead, now he's pardoning now he just pardoned one of his good friends. He got seven other people to pardon. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I personally didn't want to vote for Biden either, but you know, when it came to the greater evils, the lesser evil, Trump is showing why he didn't deserve to be in there 4 years ago and now. The man is on autopilot. The man can't wait to to go home. He's acting like he want to fight, but come on, man, he playing golf. This man still has a job to do, cuz he's just he quit.
Here's my thing.
Quit.
Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I totally understand what you mean, and I will say that the Trump administration made a lot more white folk, like, it encouraged them to
the racists to run wild.
Exactly, Coy. The problem is, Biden has a track record of policies that have destroyed our community. Policies that he has bragged on. He called us predators. So the whole storyline,
him and everybody else.
Yeah, the whole storyline that the news was saying, he didn't say super predators, he called us predators. And he had the power to make these policies that has harmed us. So, and then also, I know what a lot of people say, they say the CDC, the Congressional Black Caucus, they were fooled. They thought they were gonna get something out of signing on board with the crime bill and stuff. They didn't get anything out of that.
Well, that's because I think at that time, though, crack was running so rampant and some people were dying and stuff. I guess they figured like, okay, yeah, let's just side with them in hopes that things in our neighborhood will calm down. But like you said, they weren't lied to.
This is why I need Jess, though. This is why I need Jess, because Jess will bring it all back home. And who put the crack in the communities? And
they did.
And then how are we dealing with drugs in the communities now? Is rehabilitation, whereas before is lock them up, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, the same policies that people are having now towards drugs, they should have had back then.
Right.
Biden is on record saying, I don't care.
We all know what it's about.
Well, Biden was on record saying, I don't care how they got to this point. I just want them in jail.
But there is a consensus, and I will cease. A, we must make the streets safer. I don't care why someone is a malfactor in society. I don't care why someone is antisocial. I don't care why they've become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society, try to help them, try to change their behavior. That's why we do in this bill. We have drug treatment and we have other treatments to try to deal with it, but they are in jail.
He's on record saying that. Like, there's video of him saying that, right? So my issue is that Biden has a track record of putting in policies that harm us. My thought is that by the Democrats losing this election, if they were to lose,
anyway.
No, if the Democrats did lose this election, my thought is that they would have been like, dang, so we really can't trick Black folk anymore. We really can't trick these people anymore. We really have to deliver next time.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but I believe that if Trump would have stayed in power, we would have been screwed even worse. Mm-hmm. I'm just sorry. Time will tell. Listen, he has 47 more days. He has 47 more days. And I think, and I may be off with the time because I think it was 50 a few days ago. So I'm going to say 40 some odd more days. And the man has already shown, this is what he's been doing. He's been doing this. It's just now we see it in high definition. Like, dude, I mean, during a G20 summit meeting, as soon as they started talking about the pandemic, the dude skipped out and went to go play golf. Like, he don't care. He doesn't care. So understand what you're saying as far as policies, but let's see what Biden's going to do. Just like we gave Trump a chance, we gotta give Biden a chance.
I ain't really gonna give nobody a chance.
Yeah, I'm tired of people giving chances.
I'm good on the chance. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Like,
well, that's the thing.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, the man won. So what are we gonna do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Keep it moving.
Listen, when Trump won, I woke up the next morning, went to work.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna do January 21st.
If there's anything,
or January 20th.
If there's anything positive I can say about the Trump administration, though, I feel like a lot of Black people woke up in this administration and say, you know what? We need to join forces. With the Biden administration, everybody going to sleep. And I think that they're going to cater so much to Black people. Yep. Oh, shoot. She said starting with Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Biden is too old to be the president, y'all.
Yes.
No, he is. I'm hoping he can make it to January, to be honest.
I think what they're going to do is
You
they're
always
going to
put a
cater...
time clock on everybody.
Yeah, he does. Why you always trying to kill off people?
The sand capsule is slowly going away.
I think what they're going to do with this administration, they're going to cater to Black women, and they're going to like big up Black women's egos,
of course,
while doing nothing for them. Like they're going to be like, oh yeah, we got.
Oh,
this
like they already did. Thank you,
right.
Black women, whatever.
They're going to big up the egos, but not do nothing. Not do anything.
We don't want to hear that.
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
No, action. All that talking ain't for me.
That's why
all about action.
That's why with the article I wrote about this, and Coy, I wanted to say this for you on the show. When the article I wrote about it saying how they're catering to Black women but not doing anything for the Black community, there's one Black woman responded to me and she was mad that I wrote that article, and her reasoning was that I was taking away from a Black woman. I was taking away from a Black woman getting to a high position. What? That is Kamala Harris. That's why she was mad. She felt my article was taking away from Kamala Harris's moment.
So basically, you could never say anything. That's what it sounds like. You can't even say anything 4 years down the line.
Nope.
You're still taking away. Even though it's 4 years old, it's stale now. Whatever. You know how it is.
What do you think about
You know how it is, man. Listen. The problem is, I think...
I already told you.
I'm sorry, what did you say? What'd you say?
No, he was asking me how I feel about the lady. I was like, I already told you when you called me about it. She's just trying to... I don't know. I don't have a thought. No comment.
Yeah, I just think, like I was telling Jay Stokes, nowadays it seems like the opposite sex can't talk about the opposite sex.
Nope. Everybody's too hypersensitive. It's just annoying.
They are.
Can't talk about transvestites. You got to call them some other name. Can't talk about homosexuals. Can't talk about like, come on.
You can't talk about hermaphrodites no more.
Oh yeah, hermaphrodites. That's the one.
Why?
Not the trannies. My bad.
Really, Jay? Really?
It's still a word. It's still a word. Like, what is everybody's problem? It is still a word.
I understand. You got two parts.
Yo, can you believe people actually got mad at Baby Yoda during The Mandalorian because Baby Yoda was eating the eggs? So basically, during an episode of The Mandalorian, right? The character,
Star Wars show.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars show.
Okay.
So he was eating this frog lady's eggs, and she was trying to preserve the eggs so that they could hatch and become her children. And people got mad that Baby Yoda was eating the eggs.
Yeah, so the director, but the director had to break it down. It was like the eggs were not fertile yet. So that's like you eating an egg that you buy from a store. And I was like, that's sad he even have to break it down by saying it wasn't fertile. Because in the next episode, when Baby Yoda, say it again?
Hypersensitive. Baby Yoda can't eat?
Exactly. Well, what? And that's what he was saying. And the bad part was the next episode, when Baby Yoda realized that those eggs actually had something in there, which was a tadpole, he was amazed. But that's after the father fertilized the eggs. Then, you know what I'm saying? But Baby Yoda was still
Yoda's an animal though, right?
Say again?
Like kind of.
Baby Yoda's like kind of like that's all.
Yes, yeah. I don't know what type of animal that is.
And stuff like that to be like, oh, let me not eat.
And he's a baby.
It's survival. Yum yum.
Yeah, he hungry. So he didn't know.
We riding with you, Baby Yoda. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's why, people are definitely hypersensitive right about now.
It's annoying.
It is annoying.
Do anything. You can't say anything.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Hey guys, as you can hear, we are unapologetic in our opinions. We may be politically incorrect or possibly wrong, but don't knock us for being ourselves and saying what many are too afraid to admit out loud. Anyways, if you have any thoughts or questions about our show, email us at chemistryproductions@gmail.com. That's K3MISTRY productions@gmail.com. We'll be sure to address whatever you have to say.
Real quick. Who saw that Kevin Hart comedy show? It was trash.
I did not watch it.
Okay, listen.
Everybody said it was
trash.
bad.
No,
trash.
Give it a shot. I will say it's not his best work. It's not his best work. And I think that the reason they're trying to market him is because he sells an image of a black male that people like to see. Like more of like the, oh, help me. Oh, like that's how he is in the show.
Annoying as hell.
Yeah, like kind of like
I couldn't relate.
Kind of like a beta male, sort of. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I think he's annoying. I think he's pretentious. I do not think he's funny. He hasn't been funny in like years.
Ever since he left his first wife?
Probably. He has not been funny in years.
And guess what? You can't relate to it. You can't relate. Watch when you watch it. You're gonna be like, I can't relate to none of this. Like, especially in this time, people losing their jobs. Everybody's trying to figure out how they're gonna feed their kids. And you hear his stories, you're like, dude, know the temperature of the room.
Exactly.
This ain't
Kevin
working.
Hart don't care. He's pretentious and annoying.
That's
he don't give
problem.
a damn.
Yeah,
he don't care, right?
I respect his grind. I respect Kevin Hart's grind, okay? As a black man, I respect his grind. But, I mean, it is what it is. You got to take constructive criticism. It's not that funny.
I'm not going to do that. I watch Deion Cole again before I do that. I ain't messing with that. I got no time.
Tell me why I went back and watched Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones, and I was dying.
Dave Chappelle's funny. Well, yeah, he's funny. He's funny, and guess what? He touches topics that needs to be touched.
Yeah, he says what we need to hear or people need to hear.
Kevin Hart won't even touch it.
Kevin Hart's too scared to get his checks cut. Like,
after the gay thing,
conscious black man. Like
after the whole gay thing, when the gay tweets resurfaced that he posted, ever since then. Oh, so basically, when he was going to host the Oscars, people went searching and found that he made some homophobic tweets talking about if the son was gay, he would take a dollhouse and break the dollhouse over the son's head, like stuff like that.
And trying to make people laugh. So annoying.
And so people were mad about that and asked him to apologize. He's like, yo, I apologize about this already. Like, I shouldn't have to apologize.
And he shouldn't have.
Yeah,
exactly.
So,
I could never be famous because I ain't apologizing for shit.
I don't blame you.
We know this, Coy. We know this.
Oh, yeah, I know. I always tell you, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Yeah, I know. You're going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. I just feel like whatever you say, whatever you mean, just say it. And then whoever feels whatever way, they got to deal with that. It's better that you get the truth out than to like harbor stuff, like nobody's worth that to me. I'm just going to say, if you're mad, best of luck with that because you're mad. I'm not. I got it out.
Yeah. And then if someone has a problem, try to educate the person instead of trying to bash them over the head. Be like, yo, this is why I have a problem. This is why I need you to know.
Communication is key, but like just throwing a fit and pouting and that ain't it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Totally
Speaking of communication, Coy, I gotta say, thank you for the advice to start the Instagram page. So AVIOT has an Instagram page now, y'all. Now y'all can follow us at AVIOT_podcast. Okay, so you can follow us on Instagram. I know you were trying to plug us in the past, and we can never go anywhere.
But we plugged in now. Follow us, guys. Leave some questions, comments, concerns. Don't get too cute though, because we got time. Okay, we're in quarantine. We will get back.
Yeah, we definitely got time.
You might not listen.
Reply to every.
We're gonna tear you up, and I'm not apologizing.
Yep.
So play nice, okay? Thanks, guys.
All right.
So listen. So we all know that tomorrow is lovely Thanksgiving. So
F that holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
No, F that holiday. After what these white folks did to the native groups in America, nah, I ain't no. I'm cool. I'm thankful for my family. That's
we
great.
ever end off on a good note?
No. That holiday is a sham. That holiday is a sham. And also, going back to what Random and I said last year, we ain't calling it Black Friday anymore. We call it That Friday because I'm tired of Black being associated with nonsense. Every Black Friday, people go nuts and people killing each other, people running over each other, trying to get to the store. So we call it That Friday.
Oh, a bootleg TV that ain't gonna work in 3 months. Come on, man, stop with the bull.
Yes,
they selling that TV because they couldn't move it on a regular day. Like, yo, that TV you can't get extended warranty. That's a problem. It's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it. If you can't get extended warranty on a Black Friday item, you shouldn't buy it. Straight up. Because let me tell you, this shit ain't gonna last.
Yeah, and circling back to Thanksgiving one more time, okay?
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Enjoy y'all food for those of y'all who are going home, despite COVID. Yeah, enjoy y'all food and everything. But this is the true history of Thanksgiving. The native groups or whatever tribal group was helping these white folk, they helped them out during that time of the year, and then the white folk came back and killed them all. Okay, so
that's how they get down.
Thanksgiving is a sham. Okay, I do not
This country's a sham.
It is. I do not like to say Happy Thanksgiving at all. I just be like,
so what we gonna say then? Everybody enjoy your time with your family?
Yeah, we can say Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day, everyone, from the AVIOT
Enjoy the time
podcast.
with your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy your food.
Yes, we'll see y'all next week.
You're right, cool. I do got a problem with everything. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you do. It's okay.
No, he does. He does, man.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
I know, really.
Every week you
really.
mad, son.
Guarantee we have a topic on that show, on our show with that. Jay Stokes to talk. Take it over.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. Pull out a scroll of all this shit.
Exactly.
You seen the James Baldwin quote, to be a Negro in America? The James Baldwin. God. You see the quote, to be a Negro in America and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage all the time. So I am always in a state of rage because I know too much. That's the problem.
You're too smart for your own good.
See, this is why they told these Negroes y'all couldn't learn to read, because
yeah, you got a point.
Yeah,
you got a point. You got a point.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all, it's been real.
All right, guys. Happy Turkey Day. I'll text you guys tomorrow anyway.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. Be safe, everyone.
So go a little something like this. That's it.